Hey, what's going on? Charles Austin here, and let's be fit forever! Whoa, what was that? A little bit too hype over here. Um, Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about something that may sound a little bit simple, but believe it or not, something that no matter how many times I'm at the gym or, watching somebody show how to exercise on social, they do it wrong, and that's how the heck we should be doing push-ups, y'all. So, I want to talk a little bit about that today, give you some tips on technique, form, and then a little bit of the benefits that you'll get if you do these things regularly, right? But before we do, as always, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also turn those notifications on so that you're always up to date with the latest content here on the channel, so that every single time I start a new stream, you're up to date, you know what's going on. You can jump in and learn a little bit for yourself, right? And also make sure you know that we're doing these streams every Monday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time, and then also on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Central Time as well. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fitness Charles, all right? Now, as always, I like to dive right in. As you can see, lovely, found this image, and I could not imagine a more beautiful down phase of a push-up, right? And one of the things you'll see right off the back in that image is that those elbows are bowed out wide, and I'll talk about that here in just a second, the difference between a couple of moves that you say, hey, I think I'm doing push-ups, but maybe you're not necessarily doing them, right? So real quick, why should we even be doing these things called push-ups, right? And can we even do push-ups, right? Anywho, so real quick, and this will probably be a pretty quick stream today. But real quick, as we know, and as you know, if you're not new to the channel, you know for a fact that I'm always emphasis on the word always, mentioning the fact that nothing kills humans more on planet Earth than heart disease, cardiovascular disease, right? Chronic disease, that's that kind of stuff, right? So, as it says here, we know for a fact that cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death globally. Okay, we're not talking about a state, a city, a country. We're talking about planet Earth. Okay, now, and this is as recent as 2019, and it's only getting worse, right? So, as we can see here, researchers also linked push-ups, and we're talking about your push-up capacity, and just talking about how many push-ups that you can actually do, to a lower likelihood of cardiovascular disease, right? And they're pointing to the potential of using this simple as exercise to assess risk, okay? So as it says here, so let me move on. So a couple of things, a couple of benefits of push-ups, right? So they're going to engage several muscle groups at the same time. You know, muscles on your arms, your bis, your tris, right? Your deltoids, your shoulders, right? Also your upper back, your core, your legs, even your hips. Now, if you're wondering, well, why the heck is this even important? As we go on to read here, muscle strength is, of course, needed to help sustain a healthy weight, strengthen your bones, facilitate everyday movement, manage your blood pressure and blood sugar. Of course, those are two things that are highly correlated to some of the leading causes of death and disability here in the United States, as far as things like diabetes, type 2, cardiovascular disease, stroke, cancer, right? So high blood sugar, high blood pressure are things that can lead to poor health and even death, right? So again, certain studies also have pointed out to the benefits of push-ups for specific muscle groups, okay? So another study reported that standard push-up increases the activation of your chest, your deltoids, and the front and rear of your shoulder, okay? So long story short, push-ups are good for you, all right? Now I want to read here a little bit more on some of these specific things that may be a little bit more tangible with the reasons why we should be doing push-ups, right? So where is it? I lost it here. Where is it? Or was it on the other study here? Okay. Here it is. Oh, I found it. All right. So this is interesting, right? And this was news to me, and I thought I would make sure I shared it with y'all, right? So as it says here, it says in a study and they were talking about this was specifically with male firefighters, but anywho, all right. It said men who could complete at least 40 push-ups over a 30-second period had a significantly lower risk of heart attack, heart failure, and other cardiovascular problems over the next 10 years of their life compared to men who were able to complete less than 10. Right? So all they're saying is, and this is one small little thing, we're not saying that if you can't do these push-ups, that automatically means that you're going to have a heart attack or stroke or something like that. No, that's not what we're saying. But what they are saying is this is just another way to gauge your overall health, your overall fitness, your overall risk for things like we see here: heart attack, heart failure, cardiovascular problems, right? So what this is again, 40 push-ups in a 30-second period. So ladies, gentlemen, whoever, next time you have a few minutes, try to see how many push-ups you can do in 30 seconds, right? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 30? Is it 40? Is it 50? Who knows, right? Give it a try. And obviously, when you're trying to maximize push-ups in a short period of time, you're going to really push your heart and your lungs to the limit, and you're also going to push your muscles to the limit. So again, I believe in this other article here real quick before we get into form and technique. Same study. So again, same thing. Okay? So keep that in mind. Push-ups are awesome. They're easy to do. You can do them anywhere. And they benefit you in many ways, strengthening your muscles. And also we're talking about the fact that, hey, if you can do a lot in a short period of time, that may mean your heart and lungs are in a good condition, right? So let's move on to exactly how we do these things. Because again, lots of folks do these things wrong. And I go back to this image I started with right here. This is the down phase of your push-up. And if you've seen any of my how-tos, I provided a link in the description of this video to my how-to on squats and also my how-to on planks. And again, I'm trying to do these videos with some common exercises that, number one, anybody can do anywhere. And then number two, the ones that people commonly make mistakes on, right? Even though you think, oh yeah, squatting is simple, not so much. People mess them up all the time. Same thing with planks, same things with push-ups, right? So what I have here is the down phase of a push-up. And you can see, if you've seen any of my how-to videos, it's always about straight lines. Your body always wants to be in straight lines. All right. So how do we do push-ups? Well, the simplest thing is, or the first thing you got to do is, you got to get on the floor, obviously, duh, right? But then it's all about your hand position, because depending on where your hands are positioned is going to determine which muscles you target primarily. It's also going to determine how difficult those push-ups are. And it's also going to determine whether or not your technique is proper or not, right? So again, you're going to position your hands slightly wider than your shoulders. So again, we're talking, if this is shoulder width, we're just going to be a little bit more outside our shoulders, okay? If we're just talking about that basic push-up, okay? So as it says this goes on to say here, don't lock your elbows, keep them slightly bent. Super important. One of the things that folks do a lot of times when they're doing all types of exercises is they lock these joints, our elbows and our knees, and that's a problem that can exacerbate things like circulation, and is more likely for you to experience an injury or discomfort, right? So also make sure your legs are extended all the way back, and depending on your strength level, whether you're beginner, intermediate, advanced, whatever, you may be on your toes for this push-up, and you may also be on your knees. It just depends on the person, okay? Now, obviously, one of the things we always want to do is, 9 times out of 10 when we're lifting, we want to make sure that our abs and our core, our back region, all that area has a little bit of contraction to it to make sure we have proper posture, okay? So if we're slouching, if we're relaxing too much in our tummies, our posture can suffer a little bit. So that's what they're kind of talking about here. We're saying contract your abs, tighten your core. You hear that all the time, right? What does that mean? Again, we're just trying to keep our posture nice and firm, flat back, straight lines with our torsos, right? So you're going to inhale as you slowly bend your elbows and you lower yourself down to the floor. So again, as you're working that down phase, if I go back to my beautiful image right over here, as you're working your way down to this point, this one you're starting to breathe that air in. Okay? Breathing in through your nose. I still haven't let the air out yet. Okay? And then as it says here, number 3, you're going to exhale when contracting your chest muscles and pushing yourself back up on your hands and starting into that up position. So as you can kind of see in this image here, as she's coming down, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, right? That's the breathing part, right? And breathing is so important when you're doing any strength training exercise. Number 1, it takes some of the tension out of your body so that you can kind of put that tension to the muscles that you're using to give yourself a little bit more strength. Plus, it takes pressure out of your mind, your head, your brain area, right? You may have noticed sometimes that if you're not breathing properly, if you're holding that air in, maybe you get a little head pain, a little headache, and that can be dangerous as well. All right, so it's important to make sure that we're always breathing properly when we are doing strength training. Now, the one thing I wanted to show you about this image, I did love the description. Okay, so again, when I do these videos, I always try to find something that kind of speaks the way I speak, talks the way I talk, right? So I like the way they describe the technique of this push-up. But the only thing I don't like is that in this particular image, they're actually doing a triceps press. Okay? So when you are doing a push-up, and I wonder real quick if I can find something for y'all real quick. If I can find something real quick. Find an image that I like real quick. I didn't plan on this, but sometimes I don't really like the guy smiling at me. I don't really like him smiling at me like that. It's kind of creeping me out. But the one thing I did want to show you, the reason why I pulled this image up, man, I gotta kind of have to cover this up almost. The one thing is making me laugh. I just wanted to show you the fact that those elbows are bowing out, right? It's the weirdest push-up image I've ever seen. But I did want to show you that the elbows are bowing outwards, right? So I don't know how well you can see me on camera. But instead of having your elbows tight to your body, you want your elbows to kind of bow outwards when you're working on a push-up. Let me get rid of this image like right now. Can't take it anymore. All right. And again, similar as you can see here, not the greatest angle, but you can see that the elbows are bowing outwards compared to in the image where they're kind of parallel to her body in this image. So keep in mind, if you're doing a traditional push-up or any variation of a push-up, your elbows are going to go out wide. Okay. Doesn't matter how close your hands are or how far they are, your elbows are going to point out wide. Anytime you start getting those arms parallel to the body, you're really focusing on your shoulders and triceps and not so much your chest, your shoulders and your triceps. And it's not necessarily a push-up. It's more of a triceps press. So I did want to make sure we made that distinction as well. Okay. So what muscles do the push-ups work? All right. Most of y'all know. If you don't know, chest, aka pectoralis major, right? So that's just this area here. Found this nice little diagram. Obviously, we're talking about our chest region right in here. Okay. Pectoralis minor, just another part of your chest area. Triceps, and I love the fact that on here they put an S on the triceps. For whatever reason, so many places they call this muscle back here tricep with no S. I don't know, pet peeve of mine. It's an S. Okay. Anyway, it's plural. It's multiple muscles, y'all. Anyway, triceps. Okay. So this is just going to be the muscle on the back of your arm. Okay. Also, anterior deltoid. So if you see the word anterior, that just means it's part of the front side of your body, right? So we're talking about your anterior portion of your shoulders, right in this area. Okay. Obviously, core muscles. And we're talking about the part of your body that wraps all the way around. So we're talking about your hip area and all the way going on into your back and your abdominals, right? So those are the main muscles that are worked. Other muscles that are worked would be your upper back muscles as well. And also, we already mentioned our lower back, okay, and our hips, okay? Now, I did want to show you real quick some of the variations, right? And 82, wow, Okay, I normally do maybe 3 or 4 different variations of push-ups when I'm doing them, but 82. And I'm not going to roll through all of these, but obviously, if you're a beginner and you've never done push-ups, one of the things you can do is you can do push-ups on the wall, right? Or off the wall. It reminds me of a song. Oh, Michael Jackson, right? Living off the wall. So, like, for example, if we're talking about like a wall push-up, you know, we're just talking about something in this position, as you can see. So you're literally just trying to find a spot on the wall where you can do a push-up. Because, hey, if you're not strong enough to get down to the floor and get yourself back up in that push-up position, no worries. Everybody got to start somewhere. So that's what we're kind of talking about when we're talking about wall push-ups, right? So table as well. So if you can find a table. Modified push-up basically just means you're doing a basic push-up here, except you drop your knees down. So we got the regular push-up. What else do we have? Our raising push-ups, where you do a push-up and raise those arms up after each one, or you do a push-up and raise your legs, single leg raise. Do push-ups on your knuckles. You got knuckle push-up. Staggered push-up is basically when you stagger those hands a little bit as you're doing your push-up. Spider-Man push-up is when you bring that knee into the elbows. So again, now I've never done this one. This looks kind of weird. But anywho, so many different types of push-ups. Wide is just talking about getting your hands out nice and wide. Diamond push-up is where you get your fingers touching and you make that diamond. So many different types of push-ups. As you continue, what is this? All right, so don't do this, y'all. All right, don't do that one. So the point is, there's many different ways to skin this push-up cat, if you will. Okay, so again, if you're somebody that's new to this one, start with the stuff that's up here. And really, one of the things I tried to say, I made a Facebook post the other day. I wonder if I can find it real quick before I wrap up today. I made a Facebook post the other day. Yeah, there it is. Make sure you kiss when you're at the gym, right? And I thought I'd get more of a response from that post. People probably be like, "What? What do you mean kiss?" But what I mean by kiss is keep it super simple, because what you see is when you're at the gym, or when you're working out, or if you're trying to figure out something to do, people do all kind of weird stuff because they think that you have to do these crazy things to stay healthy and fit and get that lean muscle that you want. Just keep it simple, right? So do a basic push-up. You're never going to go wrong by doing a basic push-up, basic squat, or anything like that. By all means, if you want to step it up a little bit and mix it up, no problem. But again, where's that one again real quick? We don't need to do this. What's the point? What's the point, y'all? All right? So keep it make sure you kiss. So when you're working out, kiss. When you're at the gym, kiss. All right? Keep it super simple. That way you're lowering your risk for injury, and you're going to actually get some benefits to the things that you're actually doing. All right? Now, before I wrap up here, I did want to remind you that, hey, as always, we got 2 days left, y'all. So we only got 2 days left. Okay, so you can go to Fitness Charles. Man, that's me with short hair. Every time I see that picture, because I've had hair for a long time now, right? Again, you can sign up for my Fit Forever raffle. It's very simple. As soon as you type in fitnesscharles.com, or you can go to fitnesscharles.com/fitforeverraffle. But as soon as you go to fitnesscharles.com, this pops right up in your face. I don't know, even if you accidentally hit the exit, you scroll down. Oh, look, here it is. Fit Forever Family. Enter the raffle for your chance to win. It's right there. More info. Take you right to the page, right? So you can go over here and enter for the raffle. We're doing the drawing on Friday, y'all. Live on Facebook and Instagram, we're doing the raffle drawing. 3 lucky winners are going to win a seat in my Fit Forever family. What is Fit Forever family, you wonder? Well, again, it's my 12-week transformation experience designed to help you lose 10 to 30 pounds in 90 days, and which is the biggest part, because, let me stop real quick. It's not about just losing weight. Not about just toning your body. It's not about that. That's great. But what happens after you lose the weight, right? So that's why we say lose the weight, and learn the skills to be fit forever. What does being fit forever mean? That means that you go through this program once. That means after that, you're going to possess the skills that you need to make sure that you live a long, healthy, and fit life, right? I don't need to see you again. There's no re-up. There's no let's go through this again. No, you're going to learn all the skills that you need to possess to stay healthy and fit for the rest of your life. So again, enter the raffle. Very, very simple. It's right here. Choose your entry option. Super simple. And there's also ways, once you get into the raffle, there's ways to get free entries too. But you only got 2 days left, so you gotta get on your horse, as my basketball coach used to say. You gotta get on your horse. It's time to move, right? So what do you win? What is all this about? Again, we're gonna set up a personalized nutrition plan. We're gonna get you personalized exercise programs that are progressive. That means they get a little bit harder as you go. The biggest thing, 14-part education series. What is this? Learn how to grocery shop. Learn how to read food labels. Learn about the psychology of body transformation. Learn about the benefits of cardiovascular exercise. Learn about how to strength train. Learn all these different things that you're not going to learn anywhere else. Okay? All right? 14 parts. I think I just went over 6 different lessons right there. There's 8 more that I can't think of off the top of my head because there's so many. Right? And I literally made that education series basically to teach you and educate you on all the things that you need to know that you're not going to get anywhere else. Right? And let me tell you why real quick before I wrap up. The reason why, I'm going to say this real quiet because I don't want anybody to hear me, right? The reason why you're not going to know any of this stuff anywhere else is because everybody wants you sick. Okay. They want you sick. All right? So if they want you sick, they're not going to tell you about how to eat. They're not going to teach you about reading labels and grocery shopping and all this kind of stuff because they want you sick. They want you eating fast food, and we're not doing that. Okay? I'm also going to give you recipe guides. There's going to be smoothie recipes, so on and so forth. So again, all you got to do is go to fitnesscharles.com/fitforeverraffle. Enter. We're doing the drawing on Wednesday. We're doing the drawing on Friday. 3 winners. 3 winners, y'all. So I already got entries in now. Still got 2 days to get in there. All right. Don't look like I got any Q&A today. Like I said, it's going to be a quick one. I'm still feeling it from my own workout today. I'm actually ready to, that couch over there, I can see my couch over there. It's calling my name. I think I'm going to go ahead and head over there. So again, make sure you remember we're doing these streams every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, and also Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn your notifications on so that you're always up to date with the latest content. Don't forget the Fit Forever family raffle. We're drawing on July 1st. You got 2 more days to enter. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fitness Charles. I will catch y'all on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Until then, as always, make sure that you are being happy, you're healthy, and you're staying fit forever. Bye.